哎呦，对哦，你忘记刚刚会 shrink 的嘞。
Hello.
对啊
Today we are in a very room.
I'm booming. Are we live now?
我脸会不会很亮
哎，OK 嘞，没有什么 shrink 到嘞。
对啊，定是用那个 camera.
because it's
Hello.
Hey, good afternoon.
It's one more week.
I almost said good morning.
Because right.
Yeah. Oh, have your lunch already?
I just had so full.
So full. So now we just woke up from a nice afternoon nap.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm sorry.
What?
What was that for? Hello guys, Canada here. Today, come from living room, trying to share some lame jokes with you. So, if you want to buy HDB, it's good. Why? Because go and see our Insta story. Right? Next.
Hello, I'm Adrian. Today, I think it's a topic that will affect a lot of us. So, hang on and don't lock out.
Don't lock up.
Yo, Stephanie here. Only girl here. So boring. Next.
Then you go and recruit more girls. I like it.
You like
I like,
Okay. Can Adrian
Like yes.
Hey, Bob here.
Bob don't.
Today, we are going to share some property related news.
Okay.
Yeah.
like
Like what? Hey.
Like what?
Oh,
Like of course
I just freak out.
You
I thought you all were discussing.
are our unofficial host of the program.
Oh, right. So this week is very interesting because a few days ago, back in our parliament, whereby they talk about the supply and the supply chain of the. Okay, anyway, back in parliament, so our minister of
National Development.
National Development, okay, Mr. Desmond, actually came out to say that hey, something to do with the EIP. So what is EIP? So EIP stands for English in Progress. So we cannot speak Malay today or any Chinese today. God, cannot. English in Progress.
Okay lah.
So what's EIP? Okay, EIP is Ethnic Integration Policy. So how does this affect us? Because in a racial harmony spirit of Singapore, we will need to cap at a certain percentile in a certain HDB
For HDB lah.
blocks and cluster.
Yes.
Okay, so like for example, Chinese is about 76%, Malay is about 26%, Indian and others is about 13%.
Okay.
Oh really?
Wow,
I think you have common 76% 6 plus 13 is not
No.
100.
That's why you cannot make it to 100. No, that's why wait, I last time to study one because that is part of the RES ma.
Ask the teacher already lah you. Okay, also.
No, really,
I thought you really can remember.
it's really
Wait,
70 plus.
Plus
No, it
36.
won't make up to 100% one because
Then the rest go to who goes
Others.
Others.
there's a buffer ma. So
Indian and
the
others.
maximum that it can go for the Chinese quota is about 70 odd percent ma.
没有。
You see all dog me, you piang me. I resign.
Okay, but anyway, I think the intention of the EIP is so that the number of people, residents from a certain race is limited, specific to the block and specific to the cluster lah.
Correct.
So maybe it's like if I'm selling a Chinese owner unit, so this time I must see the from HDB website whether I can sell to which race is it?
Not really, because if you are Chinese selling to a Chinese, not a problem. Chinese selling to Malay or / Indian and others, then you probably need to check. Every month it refresh.
Yeah, so basically have to check lah. Check lah. Every first day of the month, this quota will be reviewed and we will be able to check for that whole month if there's any restrictions or not to any certain races lah.
Yeah.
But have you guys sold any like challenging unit like okay this one we can sell to Chinese, then this one can we sell to Indian?
Definitely have, but before that I got one interesting fact that y'all need to know and also need to be careful about. So in this scenario wise, if let's say a unit is being affected by EIP and happen that the buyer comes over, right, is a interracial marriage, okay, So example, a Malay owner sell to a flat that is to a new buyer that is Malay and Chinese. Okay, a mixed marriage lah. Okay, at this point of time, during submission, the buyer can choose either I can choose as a Malay to purchase this house, or I can choose a Chinese to purchase this house. But do not forget, okay, at the end of the day, if you were to the new buyer, if you want to sell your house, okay, please take note. If you registered yourself as, if let's say you already face a quota issue that only Malay can only sell to Malay at this point of time, and you use a Malay race to make this purchase. Subsequently, maybe 10 years down the road, you want to sell, and the quota still affects, right? You can only sell back to the respective.
You can only sell as a Malay owner lah.
Yes, correct. As a Malay owner.
Correct, because initially when you bought, you bought under the Malay category.
Correct.
Yes, correct.
So don't
Yeah,
cannot change.
I think in short, if it's a mixed marriage and that cluster or that block that you're buying, you already faces some EIP restrictions, then you have to choose very carefully which race to buy under,
Correct.
so that you minimize any possible impact when it's time for you to sell that same house.
Correct. Okay, so back to Stephanie's question. Do we face any problems?
Maybe you guys face any issue like before?
Thoughts? I thought very long maybe. I thought I can take a break already.
Oh, okay. So for me, have I think
Bishan.
correct. I think that there's a few
I know your
It's
concern.
there's a few estates that is actually very badly affected. And when I say very badly affected, is whereby the prices is affected as an end result. Okay, example, even in Tampines, there will still be small pockets of clusters of blocks that will have some restrictions on the EIP, but it does not reflect on the pricing. So that means the owner, let's say today I'm the owner down there, I want to sell, but my unit faces some restriction. Like I do not have to sacrifice my price or bring it or lower it too much in order to sell my flat. Or in the case of Tampines, although it's not very bad, although it's affected by IP quota, but there are estates that unfortunately is actually very, very badly affected.
Okay.
Example would be Bishan that you just mentioned. Okay, Holland is another one.
Oh.
Yes, correct. Okay, so Bishan again, generally, if the current owner who is selling the flat is non-Chinese, chances are they cannot sell to a Chinese. There's a very high chance they cannot sell to a Chinese. Same thing goes with Holland. Chinese quota is always very full. So if the owner happens to be non-Chinese, then they will usually have a lot of difficulty in selling their flat.
But why is it like so difficult to not to sell to Chinese?
Okay, again, because Tampines wise not so bad. Even Ang-Mo-Kio, I think there are some clusters like that.
Actually, Tampines there is one cluster, very specific one clusters. I think if you happen to buy the DBSS in Tampines itself, that is the killer.
But it's okay. I was about to go into that. This one is a killer. Is when the price of the flat is very high.
Yeah, the quantum.
That means the price exceeds 600,000 or 700,000.
Correct.
Then the owner who happens to be affected, I wouldn't say non-China, but affected, and Chinese cannot buy that flat, their prices usually they have to lower quite a fair bit in order to sell it. Because end of the day, Chinese forms 70% of the total population.
Yep.
So if this house cannot sell to Chinese, right, you are left with 20% of the market. And this 20% of the market, chances of them being able to afford a very high quantum, then it also becomes lower. So again, I say places like Bishan, Holland, I think some of the very new blocks in Ang-Mo-Kio also experience this also.
Ang-Mo-Kio.
Yes, correct. So what happens is they have to sell approximately, or rather my personal experiences about 100,000 lesser. Wow. They had to sell about 100,000 lesser just to be able to sell their house. So a bit unfortunate but so that's why I think this is why we are here today to talk about this policy change, which I think is in a sense should be a good news. Any of you who has also encountered or got yourself ever?
No, I think I encountered from buyer. Yeah.
Okay.
But Bob will tell you, sorry, this doesn't affect me because in private, in private, it doesn't have that problem.
You HDB.
Yeah, definitely private.
No floor, right?
doesn't face itself issue. Yeah.
Start with
Okay.
yourself.
Okay, recently I just gotten a listing, so it's also in Cantonese. So what happened is
You know, this is very annoying because when you say I just got a listing, is it also mine? Okay, sorry.
Luckily, you never said, hey, God, man.
Sorry,
so
sorry.
what I do is this unit itself can only sell to Chinese.
Okay.
So Malay, Indian, others cannot
Okay.
buy. But the area very popular with others. I mean other race lah.
Other than Chinese lah.
Oh, I know which floor.
Okay.
Bali.
So if you ask me right, is I mean of course to me is I think Chinese no problem lah. You know, 大部分 Chinese 的人都会来，都会来。But problem is every time I visit call is Malay, Indian, others.
Okay.
Chinese is the less percentage.
Yeah.
Okay. You get lesser inquiries.
Yeah, so I was like
Okay.
北桃啦，so like very stress.
Beitao today is English in progress.
Okay, yeah.
Scratch it.
So if you ask me right, okay, back to my mom's unit, also in Cantonese. So I still remember like 10 years ago when she bought this unit, right, also only can sell to Chinese also.
Yes.
So recently I just did a check, right. Never change
Okay.
Never change.
No, never change.
Correct,
Only
your
sell
mom
to
is still a
Chinese
Chinese one.
Yeah.
But the probably is the area that is popular by all those
For
guys.
non-Chinese lah. Malay.
Yeah, I don't understand why lah.
Okay.
Right.
So let's say if my mom in the future wants to sell off, also make it only Chinese.
Okay.
Yeah. So
But I
like
think it's the better situation because at least if you can sell to Chinese, right, you still have 70 over of the population, 70% of the population Chinese lah. So at least your target market not reduced by so much.
I don't know the area very popular with other race lah.
But then again, right, this is the then we have to see the attributes of the house. So take for example, if our code has majority of the Chinese. If today a level 2 unit that faces temple is something that we all do not want.
Chinese don't want.
Yes.
Chinese
Yes,
don't
correct.
want.
So Chinese do not want. So at
Face
this,
temple, everyone also don't want.
not true.
Yeah.
But maybe at circus, certain,
Circumstances.
yeah, correct. So certain,
So Chinese.
Circumstances.
okay, wait, certain,
Circumstances.
okay, whereby, you know, maybe during a very hot season, and I just need to buy a place that is nearby, at that particular location, and then, I saw this unit. Like right now it's very hot, so right now there are chances like just now we were talking about it. Rental we can go into view. Bob was saying my HDB unit, right? Nobody, the guy never come to view or make an offer. So in this situation like this, right? Then you buy, but when the property market turns a little softer, this is the time that we will have difficulty to sell because again, even today I'm a Chinese, I'm selling with a very poor attributes. I might not have the buyers coming in. Yeah.
That's why.
That's why.
That's why HDB buyback flats from the.
Yeah, so coming back, I think today's topic is that I think in the
That's
parliament,
the point. Yeah.
they announced
HDB to buy back all the flats from owners who are unable to sell due to IT quota limits.
Okay. A bit of correction. It's not all the flats. It's on. There's a term that they use. They will consider buying back. So
Yeah,
there's
they come with conditions.
yes.
Yeah,
So
which
there
is-
criteria that
Yeah,
you
which
need,
is at least you stay for at least 10 years.
Correct.
Yes,
Yes.
number one.
And
Yeah.
you've been marketing for
And then
6
you
months.
need to show proof you sell at least for 6 months, which is really you sell at a fair
Market
price,
price.
market price,
Okay.
but really cannot get any offer. Yeah, so you can apply. HDB will give you an offer. You have 3 months time to consider to accept the offer.
Oh, then okay.
Yeah.
3 months lah.
But if let's say you rejected them, then they will 1 year, right? 1 year you cannot sell back the scheme to you.
Value 1 year.
Yes, correct.
Oh,
Okay.
that's terms.
Yeah, there's terms like that.
Okay.
Yeah, people already give you bread, you don't want.
Yeah, lor.
But what do you think the government will come up with these things? Because people go in to write in to appeal.
Yeah, I believe
Last
there has
time
been
is
too
the way
many,
last time is the way, yeah, too many.
too many of such
Yes.
instances. Yes,
Then
correct.
if let's say government accept all the appeals, then no point I have this rule already.
Yes.
Right.
Correct.
Yeah.
True.
That's why they come with this.
But I think overall, I think it's a good thing lah. It's at least it's an additional options for the homeowners who are sometimes unfortunately very badly affected by the EIP.
Hey, but the price good.
That's the question mark.
Yeah,
down there.
Now we know.
Correct.
Yeah, so far
I believe, again, okay, I think
it's a fair
I
value.
want to use a quote. Probably I will use a quote from Adrian's because I think a few years back, the Bishan unit. So I think he was mentioning to me that he have to sell at a way lower.
About 100k.
You see,
We have to
100k
sell
difference.
about 100k lower than the market price, which translates to about 10 over to 15% discount, so called.
Okay.
So if HDB can buy back at a slightly lesser discount, then it's good.
Then-
Benefits the owner.
So question is, why your owner want to sell?
Order is method down bidding. Then I also had a colleague, same thing, Ang Mo Kio, very new block, so the prices there very high. Prices there are like 700, 1,000 kind of price one.
Right.
So they had to sell also 100,000 lesser.
Yeah,
And that was because of a divorce case.
Right.
Especially a few years back, when the GC market very hot, a lot of people bought on the GC already. So once they collect the keys, they need to sell, right?
Right.
They have a timeline.
Right.
Yeah, then they face another issue which is for the IP quota. Then
Right.
it's really hard for them.
Correct.
Yeah.
See lah, or
They
BTO.
need-
For
they need-
BTO,
or
even. For
BTO.
Yeah.
BTO, same thing. Those,
So they need to serve two sides.
yes. Those
Yeah.
I think it was during the period of 2014, 15 to 2018. That period, the general market is lower lah.
Yeah.
So it was tougher to sell a house, a flat.
Yes.
So and those people who unfortunately collected the keys to their new BTO, new EC during that period, right, had a hard time selling their place off,
Right.
and made worse if they face the EIP issue.
Yes.
So typically a normal listing, right, we don't say about the EIP quota. So let's say a normal listing, I think at that point of time we need at least a 4-month to sell.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that is a normal issue.
Yeah.
If it's low floor, if it's facing rubbish bin, we are talking about a year or two,
Must.
just to sell that house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least there's a solution and a way for you.
Correct.
Yeah, to exit.
Correct.
Right.
Right. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it's really a very big issue for the home sellers.
I mean, I can still remember I sell a HDB for 2 years.
I also sold
2 years.
for 2 years.
2 years.
Then your buyer buy for me. Yeah. Then police station 后面的那93名
3 room 的。
for
哦。
Filipino buyer.
往事只
Then
能
even the Bishan also I sold a year plus.
Ah.
A year
Oh
plus.
my
It took me a
goodness.
year plus just to
Yeah,
sell it.
so
Oh, that's
yeah.
long. You see, property agent not easy one.
And then now the petrol price keep increasing. I think we have to charge.
Recently you got go pump petrol.
I pumped 2 days ago. Then last night I see the news say up again.
Yeah.
Now the cheapest, even the 92 one, cost more than $3 already.
Wow.
Really, man?
That's what the news said lah.
Oh.
So I think,
Then-
okay, can we have the consensus?
$3.50.
You know, this is more supreme.
Yeah, but it's really expensive. The highest one.
even5000也要3块多了。
3块多了。
Yeah.
I pumped 2 days ago.
I haven't pump yet.
So I think let's all start charging viewing fee kind of.
Sounds convenient.
Hey, why not we do busking? I put a bowl of 1 bowl here. Then if you think that our topic interesting, then you just give us $1.
Yeah.
I think from now on, weekday viewing, I want to take MRT.
By bicycle.
Actually, a year's back is already increased about 30 to 40% already.
The what?
The petrol.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Okay, come back to the main topic.
Right.
Don't go.
Okay.
Okay, so question I'll probably ask. Let's weigh the pros and cons. Since we have been talking about it, it seems that from all this discussion right now, it has been pro. Correct. Yeah, it's been very.
For me, I feel it's a good thing.
Con is you all don't have money to take.
No for the homeowner.
Okay, but let's define the pros more, and also let's define if there's any con to it. Because I actually see con. Con in the sense of
Don't know con people.
no,
艺术鼠。
Yeah.
You want popcorn?
this is what I'm facing every day. Discrimination against me.
Okay, so come.
Then you said got corner.
We do have power.
So you see, because most of the time what we get to see in most of HDB flat is 100% ownership, almost, or 90 over percent. But with this in mind, right, HDB have to buy back this house. What are they going to do with it? So it's a very big question mark. Are they going to sell at a loss? That will also be the next
Wait,
question.
you say they means HDB or the homeowner?
HDB, I'm looking at the perspective of HDB because
Maybe can we sell what?
Government since when got lose money?
Yeah.
Hello,
Government is a profit-making entity. Sorry, I didn't say that.
what?
Okay, come, then.
So it's very interesting because if let's say how would you feel if very likely there's only two options that HDB can
Rent
do.
it out or sell. Yeah.
Correct. So imagine beside you is a such scenario.
A rental like that.
Yeah. Then after they rented out, and the profile is no good.
Then
So imagine how will you feel as a resident?
no, even a home buyer also, if it's the one not good also. It's the
Well,
same,
I mean, because in this scenario, these are things, right? I always feel that it's always one-sided one. For us, that's why I always need to think of the other side to really balance out a bit. Yeah, but I reckon what you are saying, but you see, if let's say there's no cons to it, not possible. And then next thing will be consumer abuse. Because you see example, let's use Adrian's example, 100K difference. So if I'm the seller of the house, right, I just wait 6 months, I just wait. Yeah, if let's say market price is 700,000, I put 680, but 680 and negotiable. And then after empty times of trying to get a buyer in, I cannot get. 6 months later, I tell my agent, bye bye, I sell back to EIP.
Oh, okay. So the agent could be subject to.
But I tell you I don't say the price is attractive. I tell you.
It depends on how desperate or how motivated.
No, you
one is.
okay, whatever HDB offer you, right? I don't think it's a very attractive price.
Okay, but again, like I mentioned, for my personal experience, it's about 15% lower to sell in the resale market.
15%.
So is HDB gonna chop so much off from you or not? That's the question now.
Corner.
I don't know. I have no
Really
idea.
don't know. Really, yeah.
I have no idea.
We stand on a very, very natural side, which is actually I come to help you. Right? Today I come to help you, you ask for more.
I think they probably will not ask for more.
I think likelihood is there will still be some discounting to the price that they will buy that from you.
Alright. Just like something like, okay, example, I give you an example. Our annual value of our property.
Our what?
Annual value, right? Always below the rental market.
Yes.
Always lower than the rental market. When I pay my property tax, they give you my value of my unit is about 24,000 per year.
Yes.
Alright, but then the 10% of the annual value is about 2,004. I pay my property tax. Yeah, but actually the rental actually is above 3,000.
Yes.
Yeah, so you see actually government give and take lah.
Understand where you come from.
Yeah.
But there is always, you see, this is the thing is whether that such scheme will be abused by consumer.
But today is you stand on the consumer side. Okay, today what's the reason why you want to sell? Right? And the people got different people have different reasons to sell the unit. Some maybe want to upgrade or downgrade or already buy an EC, right?
Yeah.
But you have your own time to sell the unit.
Correct.
Then you today, okay, I just for the sake of selling, I cannot sell. Then you just stay long.
Okay.
Right? Doesn't wrong. You cannot sell, you stay lah. But right? But today I already bought an EC, but I cannot sell. You need help. Really, someone can stand out to help you. You shouldn't like to ask too much about like
Understand?
yeah, be fair.
Understand.
有求于人就不可以多多
Yeah,
要求
correct. You cannot say I want a higher price. I want to stay at EC. So all yours all.
Now, of course,
Right.
we are not saying that the
Yeah.
homeowners will ask for more.
Yeah.
But I think we also must be prepared that it will be at a discounted price. The question is discount by how much only? If you discount by 5%, I think fair enough lah.
Yeah, I mean maybe it's slightly lower lah.
But if it's oh yeah, excuse me.
Okay.
We are facing some technical issue.
Okay. Okay, so you are saying that HDB will still see the terms and conditions from the owner and see whether whether to defund, whether to buy back or not.
Yeah, I think it's also need to see more
Yeah, like-
fine guidelines.
But
What
I-
is
I-
it?
but-
What is it?
But this is not new, right? I think last time I think HDB also buy back.
That one is buy back, yes.
I think have cases,
You
right?
can still
All
stay
the,
inside the house.
yeah, all the years have,
没
right?
有 Steph 你讲的是lease buyback，
This one,
Bob 讲的是 buyback
No.
for unit。
I'm not talking about this. It's a normal unit sell, cannot sell,
Yeah.
or difficulty whatever. Then HDB,
But they stopped doing that many years ago.
yeah,
This one I see.
No, but they buy back from you.
yeah.
Oh,
but
yeah.
you need to really ask for
That
help.
one is a case by case basis.
Yes,
yep,
you need to ask for help.
But
Yeah.
from my understanding for that one is that they give, I think there is what easily 10% discount.
Correct.
Correct.
Not discount, they will buy back from you at
Lower
10%
lah, lower than
than
market
market price. Yes, market
Yeah.
value. Yes, correct. So, yeah,
They're not doing charity, right?
yeah, lah.
Yeah,
And then
everything.
just coming back to just now what you mentioned about the cons is I think actually it is open secret like last thing that HDB will actually hold a fair bit of units in hand.
Okay.
That's why I had instances of clients going into HDB
Yep.
asking to buy a flat and they were given the opportunity to buy a flat in a mature estate like Tampines. In the middle of nowhere is a 30-year-old block. They say, hey, nah, I got 1 unit you want to buy.
Wow.
I had quite a few.
Right.
So I think HDB does hold an inventory of such
Mix
flats
and match.
for like say urgent special case need
Right.
temporary rental. They at least they got something available
Right.
or urgent so-called say urgent special cases whereby the client needs to buy at this area. Then they will at least have some inventory that they can release out.
Oh, so it's like school volunteering. So you want to send your kids there, you must start working for HDB first.
That one I don't know. But I think it's an open secret that they do have an inventory of flats out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I see. Maybe the eventually is getting lesser. That's one the government will do this one.
Maybe we don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe
HDB also cannot offer a very good price. Let's say HDB offer a very attractive price, then a lot of sellers start
Abuse
doing
lah,
that
I
already.
say yes. then
Right?
everybody
They
will
just
abuse
wait
lah,
longer,
yes.
6 months I sell to you. You want good price, man.
Yeah, lor.
Right.
Of course, I don't think that will ever
Yeah.
happen now.
If let's say everybody knows like the price is not attractive at all, then you
Last
will
resort.
try hard to sell first, right?
Last resort lah, that's the last resort. But at least it's there lah. The
Yeah.
option is there for them to sell if really
Yeah.
need to long.
Right.
And at least really there's an option for sellers.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
great.
I think the seller that wanted to sell back to the EIPs, it's not about the EIP concern, but maybe the property of the flat is also very old.
The age of property.
Like maybe the HDB like 50 plus old already, but no people want to buy, then someone EIP,
Yeah, so many like dominating. Right?
yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
For chat.
Yeah.
But once in a while we also meet this kind of cases.
Yeah.
Once in a while. But yeah.
And maybe government come with this conclusion. Definitely, the point is to help people.
Right.
Yes, correct.
Right.
And again, that's why they
Yeah.
put it as a there will be criteria that
Agree.
comes along
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah, that's why nothing is perfect. Actually, every coin got two sides. But for this one, that means you want to help people, right?
And
Yeah.
genuine ones lah, have
Yeah.
the genuine cases.
Correct.
Mm.
Correct.
Not for people
Yeah.
to abuse lah.
Yes.
That's why I think they also come with the points whereby if you don't accept my offer, it's fine.
Oh
I'm
yes,
not gonna help
definitely. Yeah. Correct.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm going to help you with the next 12
Yeah.
months.
I may issue another 6 months for you to sell. Yeah. Correct.
Lor.
Yeah.
Because I think it might become to I think it's a very, when they have such things, is they already know that probably I will buy back from you at a discounted rate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can help you to move on. But you just need to reduce your price to me. If not, you don't want, you can. You just carry on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
But thinking back like this, right?
Yeah.
I actually recall one of my case is my friend's mom. They all stay in the circuit road. So circuit road is very old.
Yeah.
It's on my second floor. There is a 3i model, one color or whatever. So the reason for this is because the mom already applied a 3-room flat. Then that time I think the market wasn't good. So she took about 4 months when you cannot find buyer.
Right.
4 months, 6 months I cannot find buyer. So in the end, she gave up the children.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Okay, so it's a painful decision.
Yeah,
actually.
but if let's
So-
say if this thing were to come along, I think that time, as a friend of, I mean, as a
it would have
leader,
helped lah.
I will have
Yeah.
helped her lah. Maybe you can advise
Okay.
from them.
That's why I offer a few of my clients, right? Either they bought BTO or bought EC, right? I tell them down the road, you see the market is hot, sell first. Don't hold it until you collect the key.
Mhm.
If at the point of time the market is really bad,
Not good lah.
yeah, how sell?
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah.
so actually you do, but for people early in the week thinking like I don't want to travel, I don't want to move to another place. I mean, you know, very troublesome. Yeah.
But I thought it will be, of course, coming back to this question will be, even EIP is a long-lasting kind of issue. Or I put inverted comma issue lah,
Long term issue lah.
long term. Because again, like, let's use Tampines 400 plus. Okay. If you are a Malay buyer trying to enter into this market itself, right, you can only sell, or you can buy from a Malay seller. And it has been always a while. It's not happening in the sense of just the last month itself or the 2-3 months.
Yeah, this restriction has been there for a long time.
Yes,
Yeah.
and we are talking about probably maybe a year plus or so. There's possibility.
Possible lah. My mom 10 years ago, always have a Chinese.
But then again,
Yep.
I actually have encountered once or twice whereby, like you mentioned, maybe that particular cluster has been facing some ethnic restrictions for the longest time.
Right.
Then suddenly out of the blue, all open
For
for many, no, not for like 1 month.
a few months, right?
Correct, for quite a long time. So that one is a very question mark to me lah. I don't know if any of you know what it is all about.
Actually, I did. Last year, one of my Malay clients bought 400 plus Japanese. 1 or 2 months ago, when I was checking out, realized that cannot buy. So all along, we have not filtered
that cluster.
that cluster. Suddenly open.
Right, yeah.
Then I was like, oh, okay.
No, if it opens for 1 or 2 months because maybe one of the Malay or non-Chinese owner move out,
Right.
then I can understand. But it's like subsequently seems to have opened up for many subsequent months ago.
Right.
So there's a bit of a question mark down there.
Maybe government adjust the
It's something
facility.
that I think is the case
Yeah,
lah.
Maybe all the sellers go and pray.
Uh,
I seek enlightenment.
But it's something that I can't confirm lah. So if any of you know, maybe can leave a comment
Alright.
or let us enlighten us why that's the case.
yeah, so we move on to the next topic.
Or next week.
Next week. Next week lah.
Yeah,
Next week.
half an hour,
Because
yeah.
we
I
just.
haven't finished. We move on to the next topic next week.
Next week. Okay, that's actually also a very
Yeah, let me finish first.
Right.
So coming to the EIP, right? So let's say example this month you sell a seller Chinese, then you sell to a Malay buyer. So when you do a submission, do you guys actually match like the production?
But there is. I think Adrian faces this issue, okay? But I think it's a genuine issue because it's not something that we are trying to deceive HDB from. So at that point of time, you have a screenshot saying that it's eligible. Okay, maybe because sometimes
So example,
Is there a
the OTP was
issue
was
on
issued
last
on
day.
let's say February. Okay, and in February all races are
Correct.
eligible, right? But when I'm about to submit to HDB is really in March, and come March, right, the buyer's race is affected. So a bit suay lah, but we did write in. I don't remember if we have a screenshot or not, but we have all the OTP and everything. I believe HDB also have that record lah.
Yep.
They also have the record February. What's the situation like? So in that instance, they actually allowed us to go through lah.
Okay.
So a bit hang. I was expecting it to not go through.
Correct,
Yeah,
lor.
right.
Because I heard a lot of people that not to go
I don't face so many issues.
Of course, lah, you
Hey,
After the 5% now, okay.
Anything call my lawyer? Anything call this? Yeah, this is the hardship of
HDB
us.
agent.
Yeah. Then sometimes right, we need to take the OTP, put out there, right, and then put the 3 incense stick. Hey, hoping nothing happens.
Especially I scared that we have to delay submission at 60 days.
Yeah.
Correct.
God, that one headache.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know it.
Bob was it? I got here before lah.
or sometimes I think the
No, right, okay, one is 365 days, right?
Oh yeah.
Our friend,
Really?
our Alina,
Oh, I mean,
she remember now.
Okay.
Is it 360 or no 3 years or what? 1 year or 3 years?
1,000 days.
Oh, 1,000 3 years,
Oh,
correct?
1,000 days.
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah,
They're hero there.
1,000 days. Oh,
correct.
I think the frustration sometimes us as HDB doing pretty much of a HDB is that we negotiate a deal on the last few days of the month,
yeah.
and then knowing that our clients are from both buyer and sellers are from different races, then you will have a little panic.
Usually it will be best to
No, cool.
Create
There are two options.
No, because sometimes while negotiation can spill over a few days.
I mean the two buyers are different rates, right?
yeah.
I think got two options.
Buyer and seller different rates. Which
Buyer
means
and
buyer.
Oh, buyer seller.
buyer and seller different rates.
Okay.
So, example, you negotiate on February 28th. Negotiate, the seller say, give me 1 day to think about it.
Okay.
Next day, come back, 1st of March.
No, 29 one.
That's 4 years only once.
2 years later, we'll have
You
that.
never
4 years only once.
You never.
4 years only once, don't laugh me. So next day, ethnic quota change. All your
Haven't issued OTP lah.
haven't issued.
Let's say if you issue OTP is at the option fee lah, then must you return or not?
Yes.
Return right?
But like I say, during submission, okay, it should not be an issue because I think you need to appeal it. Like what Adrian just mentioned.
No, I'm saying if let's say you are in the first stage, option fee, haven't exercised.
Rightfully, the thing very straightforward because you only give option fee when the OTP is given to you. So you don't give option fee when the exercise the OTP.
No, I'm saying that the actual product change. I said today is
Post
the
stop, yeah, it's not
last day.
it's not the buyer. Yeah,
Already option
Then
ready.
next day is the first.
it's not the buyer fault.
It's not the best spot. Yeah.
Yeah, so can return lah.
Actually, I got cases like that.
Then how?
I think okay, it was. I will have to say it's both agents fault. Okay, I did consult my mentor back then. Yeah, which is the one just right beside me. Then he's just scolded me because I brought a Chinese client to buy a Malay house, but at that point of time Chinese quota was filled, so only Malay can only sell to Malay and Indians and others. Okay, after trying to conclude halfway, okay, the seller agent told me, hey, EIP, I think we are trying to do what? We are trying to exercise that.
Exercise.
Something along that line.
And then?
Then after that, it jammed. Because of EIP, the system doesn't allow us to go through.
Oh, you exercise already and submit ah.
Yep. Then
Then how?
how?
What was the outcome?
The outcome is the seller returned us $5,000. My client had to absorb the $100 million.
Oh,
Then okay lah, seller return.
Oh no, it's 199.25. yeah, back then.
Still return okay lah. 做公司如果是要 don't want to return 怎样？
No choice, have to. Yeah, but it was like a quite a painful lesson because while we were celebrating, oh okay, wow, everything is good.
Happy right? Wow, buy already.
Yes, but the submission part didn't go through.
Every time I don't like submission. I don't like surprise.
Oh yeah, always there's a surprise. Yep. Okay. Anything to add on? Those viewers with us right now, you can actually share with us your thoughts on things. We are very happy to actually hear from you. Yeah. Bob, what are you doing?
I think that's all commented. Japanese wife. Just now we were talking about mixed marriage.
Right. If
so
I have
he was saying Japanese wife.
if you have a Japanese wife, that's fantastic because you can consider the Japanese wife as others.
Others are.
I think that's
Others.
his wish lah. But unfortunately, he's already married, so
Yes,
too late for
yes,
us.
yes.
But,
That is most of our wish. My wish list.
What is so cool about Japanese?
In my dream,
Every day eat sashimi ah.
nice.
I think it's more than that.
Nice.
Okay
Right.
lah. Oh.
So, anything guys to add on?
Tune in to us next week because it's a topic that I'm personally very interested in. And
Okay.
I think Bob also quite eager to
Yeah.
talk about it.
Yeah.
It
Alright.
condition itself.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Condition itself.
Right. Do y'all want to give a sneak peek what's going to be discussed this week? Next time,
You are the host.
hey, wait.
So come.
Guys, next time it will go like that, okay? These three are just sitting down there only. Then I will just stop. I will just hey, how are you guys? Oh, very good. You know, today is exciting day. Also, what topic we going to talk about? Oh, we're talking about.
Yeah, what?
Okay, so next week, topic that we will be discussing. Okay, land prices, question mark. Okay, how does this actually affect us in the long term in buying properties? Okay, especially prices right now. Can we accept things like OCR going at 1,008, 1,009? Very scary because if we go to 1,008, 1,009, there's only two things. Either we make the size getting even smaller, so that to fulfill the quantum, or we need to print more money. Is that so?
Can
So
you tell me where to buy the printer?
And you know, printer cannot photocopy money,
Cannot.
you know?
Yeah, photocopy.
No.
you can, but if there's on top of that must have the specimens word.
Sample.
And the real money cannot photocopy, no?
Yeah.
Cannot.
Very
Yeah.
smart.
Yeah. But you already said in the printer.
Yeah.
Printer
You
cannot.
mean that cannot print?
No. I need the photocopy.
Photocopy cannot.
You cannot scan money, you know?
It will detect that it's actually money
Yes.
that you're trying to photocopy.
Yes.
It will not-
Arrow.
it will not run.
I don't know.
Yes.
You
Don't know.
Really? Hey, we should try.
You don't know.
I know. I really don't know. Yeah, because we are we are the good citizens of Singapore. Yeah, so really, so I go to any printer, I just put the money on there, they can't print.
It will not run.
But you won't run.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So they got a code or something.
I think so.
Wow, interesting.
I never.
Wow, your printing of money can only come from two ways.
No.
Never try. Okay.
Your printing of money comes from two ways. One from ATM, second from MAS. Other than that, don't try. Don't try from Canon, Epson, or Brothers. Don't try from that. Okay. Just try the proper way.
Yeah.
Okay, so stay tuned next week because next week I say it's very very interesting because
Yes.
we're going to discuss 1,008, 1,009 to buy an OCR. Then what is going to be the affordability is going to be like? What is the new trend for the EC? Because again, land bid coming up. More of discussion coming to is on block fevers coming because again the previous 10 sales there is a huge number of people coming in to buy. Will there be on block? So these are the questions, burning questions that has been going through our mind right now. But we just want to touch the EIP first now.
Yeah.
All right.
Stay tuned next week.
Thank
See
you.
you.
Thank you. Bye bye.